You know, the reality is a lot of times we do a lot of shit we don't feel like doing. Like, I'm gonna be very transparent. I don't even feel like filming this today.
I mean, that's life though. You ain't never gonna want to do majority of things that you want to do. I feel like success is on the other side of that you don't want to do.
Yeah, I think so as well. But it just be like, I know it would be that point. A lot of people just be like, man, I just don't feel like doing it. Then they sit in their excuses. Like, I feel like a lot of people make a lot of excuses. Be like, well, last night I was out till 3 a.m., so I deserve to lay in bed all day long and get my rest.
Yeah, and you're gonna get your rest, and eventually you're gonna get fired. So that's kind of how life works. And I feel like being an entrepreneur is the same thing. If you sit your ass down too long, eventually time will pass you, and you're gonna get fired from the real world. So kind of got to pick and choose, but you really can't pick and choose. It's either A, you're gonna stay active, or B, you're going to fall off from not having any type of progression moving forward. So
And that'd be the worst thing. You know, it's crazy. Me, when I'm not doing shit, that's when I get depressed. That's when I get down, when I feel like I'm not progressing in life. I got to be getting I got to be hustling towards some type of goal. And I ain't even got to say it got to be money in my pocket because I've had money for a long time. And it'd be like, I'm just not working towards nothing. I feel like everybody has to have a goal and it can't necessarily be a money goal. Money goals are like an endless pit because you're going to hit that number and then you can be like, damn, I hustle for all this. Now what?
And see, I think that's what's kind of irritating about people too, that like walk around with the little cloud over their head and shit. Like a lot of people don't understand, like when you put yourself into a depressive state, you feel like you laying down or resting or laying in bed is the best thing to be doing, when in all honesty it creates like some type of snowball effect. It's like you sit around and then eventually time passes you by and things actually get fucking worse. So it's like the best way to keep things in motion is to stay progressive and stay active. I feel like you find like some sense of clarity and productivity.
Nah, definitely. It kind of makes you feel like you have a purpose in life. And I think that goes for anybody. If you just have handouts and you just sit on your ass all day, you can get depressed because as a human, everybody has to have some purpose. Everybody has to have something they're working on. If you're not working on shit at all, I don't care what you tell me, you're depressed. If you don't have no goal, you don't have nothing to look forward to, you have the same life every day. You go, you wake up, shower, shit, eat, go to work, get off, sit in traffic for exactly 37 minutes, get home, shower, and repeat the same cycle every single day. There's no way.
I feel like it's because we're intelligent beings. Like, see, like certain beings live like a life of repetition. Like a dog, it thrives off of doing the same thing every day. If you switch something up, it damn near feels like it's out of place. A goldfish, that motherfucker has the attention span of like a grain of rice. That motherfucker, every 3 seconds, if you drop food into the tank, it's a new day for that motherfucker. I swear to God. But like as a human being, like when you're doing a life of repetition. And we spoke on this shit before. Like if you're repeatedly doing the same thing and not getting anywhere progressively, you're insane.
But I'm not a victim. What's it called? Me personally, bro, I've been a victim to this of life of repetition, doing the same shit, expecting a different result.
I can
That's
say that
fucking
too.
insanity. And sometimes we feel like, let's do it again. It's gonna work this time. But yes, this can't work. But you got to do something different. No matter what, you have to do something different if you want a different result. I feel like everybody is like, man, yeah, bro, I'm gonna get rich and I'm gonna leave my job. But you keep going to work every day. You still you haven't called out yet. You still
And even if
giving
you
them
are
your
going to
time.
work, like where the fuck is your plan? You get what I'm saying? See, I don't think a lot of people understand like a job becomes a rat trap, but it could also be like the catalyst for you to be able to like start your dreams. See, a lot of niggas that go to work and that nigga's going to go buy Balenciaga on Friday. He's going to go to the club. He gonna spend down there majority of his check, have nothing but bill money left, and then he's gonna have to go to work again. That's how it becomes a rat trap. But if you're the nigga that says, damn, this job is not getting me nowhere, but I'm making some extra cheese. And instead of feeding your fucking, you know what I'm saying, your negative habits, you say, okay, cool, I'm gonna go start this clothing brand, I'm gonna go buy my t-shirts. Or if you wanna be a rapper, I'm gonna go buy my studio time. A lot of niggas allocate their money the wrong way and feel some type of way about being stuck inside of a loop. But it's like, bro, you put yourself in the loop that you're in.
You know, it's crazy. I don't think they're spending their check. They're spending hours. You're working, your check consists of 80 hours on average. It's going to consist of 80 hours.
Facts.
And you telling me you're going to spend half your check on a pair of shoes. You spent 40 hours of your life on some fucking
And
Balenciagas
that's
to
what I said.
impress people that you don't like.
Niggas don't be understanding, bro. Like time is money. So it's like if you, again, like you said, if you spending money on the wrong thing and you're not putting money back into anything involving like freedom, you get what I'm saying? You bullshitting, gang. I used to do the same shit though. I ain't gonna count. Like I think like I started working a job when I was 15. I want to say like from 15 until 21. Like I was so materialistic. You get what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So I feel like a lot of us are victimized by like fucking social media to an extent because you want what you see, But that's like the part where you gotta like practice delayed gratification. Bitch, you're not a millionaire. So why the fuck is you taking your stupid ass in Saks to go hop back in your Toyota with a plastic bag on the window and you gotta go back to work again?
It's because of the dopamine rush. They're looking for that dopamine. When they put the shoes on and walk in front of a certain crowd, they know that crowd's gonna think they got it going
bro,
on.
you got that shit on.
You that nigga. That's what they feel like. But
I
in
feel
reality,
like niggas be somewhat homosexual too, cause like niggas thrive off of validation from other males and shit like that. And I'm gonna be honest, even if you thriving off of the validation from females, a female will fuck a broke funny nigga. So
nah, for sure. If you a broke funny nigga, you're definitely gonna get fucked, and that's just the way it go. I ain't gonna lie, but it comes to a point where I'm looking at niggas like, okay, it's not. You gotta think a nigga have his check and the check be spent before it hits his account. And when I say that, what I mean is he like, okay, as soon as my check should be, I did 80 hours. Usually my check about 2,200. Okay, bet. I don't got no bills this check. Or maybe the nigga do got bills and he's saying, fuck it. He like, all right, my check 2,200. But I know I said I want to get them shoes that just dropped. They 600. So I'm good though. I still got about $1,500 left over. Then you're like, I'm gonna go on this date. I'm gonna do this. You spent the money before it hit your hands and you wonder why as soon as your check come 2 days after the check hit, you back broke again. Because the money was never your money. It was just waiting to touch your hands so you can come give it to a nigga like me.
That's real.
There's consumers and there's
what was
producers.
the shit you told me one time, Twin? You told me something about you said a nigga pulled up to your job, Twin. He was like, if a nigga like you keep on watching me or some shit, I'll be able to buy another Bentley Nature. Tell me.
It was the owner. It was the owner of the company, the Brancos. I'll never forget this.
Yeah.
They came and talked to him. I was talking to him because they owned the dealership at the time. Mm-hmm. And they pulled up. They wouldn't, it's crazy. They drove a Mercedes, but one time they put up in a Rolls Royce. Yeah. And I was like, damn, I really love that car. And it's not his exact words. He said something along the lines of, yeah, if you work hard enough, I'll get another one next year. Mind you, they have fucking ranch homes. They got all types of homes. They're never there. I'm like, you own this dealership. I see you in this motherfucker maybe once a month just to walk through and check numbers. So I'm like, damn, you own this shit. You're making this and you're never here. So I always had the mindset of I always think deeper. I'm like, okay, I'm making this. You paying me this. Because a lot of people turn a blind eye. They're like, all right, I'm 19 making $150,000 a year. That's cool. But I'm looking at my sales sheet. I'm making them $1 million a month. I'm like, damn, I'm making y'all $1 million a month.
It's a poor man helping another man live his dreams every day. Exactly. And I think it's kind of weird because I did the same shit. When I feel like the realization kicked in for me when I was like 22. I was working at a barbecue place. I used to hate that bitch. I come home every day, smell like smoke, ribs, and some more shit. Nigga got me busting my ass on the grill, peeling membranes off of ribs, cutting chickens in half, and scooping shit out. And I'd be like, God damn, bro, this nigga coming here fresh as fucking Gucci. And the only time he come in this bitch is not necessarily to talk to us or check on us because he has a manager. That nigga's going to the register, he's grabbing the funds out of that bitch and walking back out the back door. And I'd be like, bro, like, what do you do when you leave this bitch? He said, I go trick my money off on hoes. I take them rainbow. We go on flights to Miami. He really be popping it. Shout out Bert. You know who the fuck you is if you ever see this shit. Shout out Bert because he watches a lot of my shit. But like, the nigga Bert was like, I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. He was like, I used to be the man doing the footwork. But he was like, you got to buy back time. He was like, that's what niggas like you were here for. And I was like, damn, gang. It really was just like a cold realization that like I could sit in this job for the rest of my life and funnel another nigga's dreams, or I could just go start my own. Yeah,
you like you said, buy your time back. I think that's so important. That's something I pride myself in. I think if you work more than 4 days a week, you work too much.
Facts.
I don't care what it is.
I appreciate you for firing me too, bro. Like I feel like that was like,
what the hell you get fired for?
I'm gonna be honest with you, like. Bro was like a cool ass nigga outside the workspace, but like in the job space, he was like an asshole. So it was one of them situations where like I was showing up to work, I was doing everything I wanted. He wanted me to do, but it was damn near never enough. Like you feel me? Like, but he like really like it was one of those situations where like I said, I feel like he just wanted me to go harder, but I didn't see the reason to go harder for $9 an hour. You feel me? So I looked that nigga in his face one day. I think I was like smizzed at work. Cause he be leaving in and out, bro. We got access to a full open bar in that bitch. He be having us like catering and doing parties and shit. Motherfuckers had a little event in that bitch. I got a little sip. I got them I didn't know helium could get you high. I was in that bitch playing around.
You was off the fucking whip it?
I was playing with balloons with my fucking coworkers. You know how you breathe the balloon and you talk?
Yeah.
I breathed too much of the balloon that day and I was fried rice. And I'm gonna be honest with you. That nigga has us like at the end of the night, we supposed to check the inventory and make sure we have enough of everything for the next day. I didn't check inventory right, or I like miscounted some shit, and the next day that nigga fired me. But like gratefully, like I'm just so
cold
glad.
Turkey said, get the fuck out of here.
I'm glad that nigga fired me, bro.
What's the dumbest shit you ever fucked your money off of? The dumbest purchase.
Oh, you was with me when I made the dumbest purchase. I bought a $4,000 Fendi sweater that I wore one time in Miami while it was hot as fuck outside. I wore that shit for a picture with some Dior's and never wore that bitch again.
Wasn't that a short sleeve shirt?
Yeah.
It was a short sleeve
A
sweater.
short sleeve sweater.
That was dumb as fuck.
Actually,
and I
I've
told you
had
that.
worse purchases, but
Like what?
I think that was like one of the biggest, like what the fuck. That's when I realized like I just be spending money on dumb shit. That bitch still sitting in the closet right now. What else I spend my money on, bro? You used to see me go to Pat and Moon and go.
I'm glad you said you. I used to watch your ass do it.
I used
you
to
know what's
go-
crazy?
What?
Yeah, I never been a nigga to judge nobody for nothing they doing. But I remember that. Like, what was it? 2023.
Yeah, it was 2023.
All right, 2023. That nigga was at Pat and Moon every fucking week, and that bitch dropping a bag. Like, you couldn't catch me drop dead buying
spend
shit.
a minimum of $5K in that bitch, like minimum. And I thought I was popping it, but realistically, like looking back with like some financial literacy and just like understanding who I am now, I'm like, damn, bro, I could have bought stocks, cryptocurrencies. I could have started my high yield savings account. I could have even put my money into a Roth IRA, but like, I just like at the time didn't really understand finances, and I wanted to look like money, which a lot of people want to do. But if you want to look like money in the long run, you won't have no money. It's niggas out this bitch fresh as hell, $10,000 outfit hopping on Martin.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie. I always said all the time, a nigga can have $5,000 in his pocket. It's a Friday. He finna go hit Saks. He got to spend what's the outfit? $2,500 on his outfit.
Yeah, you gonna have to spend
then
some
he got to
cheese.
put in. He gonna put in on the section. He put $800 in on the section. He in that motherfucker. He look rich as hell, but in reality, he got $1,000 left to his name. But they'll never know just because he look good. And I think the club, I'm starting to learn. Everybody that goes to the club is depressed.
Yeah, bro, it's an ego battle in that bitch. You got females that seeking male satisfaction, male seeking female satisfaction. And the craziest thing about the club is everybody's there for the wrong reasons. You know what I'm saying? Like, before I go to the club, I go to like some type of sit down restaurant if I want to go network. Y'all folks are networking with the wrong people. Niggas are seeking validation from females that are in that bitch looking for validation from niggas. So it's so crazy to say that it'll never correlate, because the average woman inside the club, I mean, some go to just party and kick it, but like niggas trying to hop down on strippers, gang, she's doing her job. 9 times out of 10, she got a baby and a whole man at the house. And after she collects your funds and your bread, she's hopping in her car and going about her way and going to go lay down with another nigga.
Nah, for sure.
God damn, you stupid bitch.
What's all them alarms about, bro?
Hey man, I gotta have hella alarms. I feel like punctuality is something that I sleep on. So like I be trying to like make sure I'm very punctual. So I have an alarm for like everything I'm supposed to do throughout the day on some structured shit.
You still be late.
Nah, not really. I'm getting better. But back to the shit that
let me tell y'all something. Sometimes let me teach y'all a trick in life. When you just know somebody fucking shit up, what you do is be quiet. I learned the best thing to do in life is be quiet, because they're gonna tell on themselves. 99% of the time they're gonna tell on themselves. I didn't have to say shit for you to incriminate yourself, and that's something I had to learn. Like, that was a really big skill I had to learn, because I used to like somebody say something, I say something right back. Now I'm at the point where it's like I said what I said. I'm gonna shut up and look at you.
Yeah.
Because guess what? They're going to tell on themselves every time.
But back to like the stripper topic. Do you recall like most recently, I think we was just like out kicking it to when we seen a stripper in the club. We don't throw no money in that bitch. We just be in that bitch lounging and shit.
Yeah.
But you remember the next day twin, we leaving at a fucking
she was in the fucking mall with a nigga.
Yeah, no, it wasn't even a mall. She was going into a food place with a nigga, and we was like, damn.
I knew that bitch
We was like,
familiar.
we just seen your ass yesterday, and your ass was throwing cheeks. You was out this bitch doing all types of crazy shit.
Just to be with him.
Just to go be with him, to go spend your bag. So I was like, bro, the average nigga is in that bitch. She like, yo, I'm finna get her number. I'm finna ask for her Instagram.
And I ain't gonna lie, one thing about a woman, women are very smart. They know how to have you in the strip club and make you feel like you finna leave with the bitch. That's her job. I think a lot of niggas go in there, they get to throwing a little money and she twerking on them, rubbing them and staring at them and shit.
It's mental manipulation.
Exactly.
Hey, bro, I was at fucking I like to go. Sometimes I just go sit down and eat strip club food, y'all. It's the only thing to be open late night sometimes. So I went to Cheetah's, twin. I'm in Cheetah's and I'm watching a nigga get coerced out his pocket, and I'm like, oh my fucking god, this nigga's a simp.
How did it go?
Twin. She's dancing on him. I can see him throwing the bills. He runs out of money. I can see her whisper in his ear. He goes to the ATM. She's shaking ass on him while he's at the ATM, sliding his card in and sticking in his pen. And I'm like, this nigga's finna go fucking broke right now, gang. And she's not going home with you. She's finna run your ass dry. And as soon as you're dry, it's goodbye. So I'm like, bro, this shit is crazy, because like that, like you said, a lot of these people are depressed, twin. Like, they're literally in there just like rubbing their ego. They in that bitch trying to have a battle with other niggas. Yep. Like,
they feeding all the shit that they're personally fighting. I think a lot of times everybody has a vice. Yeah. And some people's easiest vice, easiest escape is going to the club, because it's impossible to be sad in the club. Whatever you're going through in life, you're not going to see it while you're in the club. While you in there, it's a great time. You kicking shit, you enjoying your life. But in reality, as soon as you leave, you're going to feel worse than you started, because then you're leaving out with less money than you came with. Definitely. And you added nothing to your life.
I could say like shit, like you said about the vices shit. I feel like a lot of people be feeding their vices on a day-to-day basis. I used to do that shit. That's why I stopped smoking. Like a lot of people be like, Casper, how did you stop smoking? It's when I realized like I was smoking because I thought I used to make excuses for it. I used to tell myself I used to be very productive off of the shit, but realistically, like looking back at it, I was just coping. Like a lot of people use like their vices to cope. Like some people are drinkers because it helps freedom of their depression, but you come right back down to it once you sober.
And it
You get
makes
what
you
I'm saying?
crash harder.
Exactly. Like I used to use weed, and it got to the point to where like I couldn't go eat, I couldn't sleep, I
Yep.
couldn't go even enjoy regular activities without having that blunt first. And I came to a realization like I was living the mindset of a junkie. That's why I feel like a lot of people don't understand. Like I'm not gonna judge you. It takes a long time to, you get what I'm saying, be able to escape your vices. But what I can say is, bro, I used to wonder why people would say like that shit is a gateway drug. But it is though, because in a lot of ways, you might not start doing crack, but if you doing weed to feed your depression, or you doing that shit to, you get what I'm saying,
So you
feed
started
your
doing heroin?
entertainment, no, nigga. But my point is, you'll start doing some bullshit, bro. You'll look for other ways to goddamn cope in a lot of different ways. You feel me?
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Alcohol is that for me, but not depression. It's more so for anxiety. Like I can't
Yeah.
speak. I can't do public speaking without a shot in me. I can't talk, and that could be like, and me saying that can be something where people look at it like, oh, this nigga's like, okay, he knows his problem, but he's still doing it. Well, goddamn it, I'm a lie. I'm rich, so I can do whatever the fuck I want. You know what I'm saying? It's at the point where it's like, okay, yeah, I can work through it and learn how to talk without liquor, but I don't want to. A
Yeah.
lot, but I think being aware of it is a big part of it. If you're aware of it, it's cool. But a lot of people have alcohol issues or weed issues, and they don't know they have a problem. They think, oh well, I just talked to one of my little bros today. This nigga told me, he said, bro, you know I'm clumsy as hell. I said, no, you just be high all the time. He slowed down. He's like, you're right. You really don't have a problem. He don't know that's his problem. You
Yeah.
have to know your problem in order to get over your problem.
But I feel like a lot of people aren't very like transparent with themselves. Like a lot of people like to live inside their lies and shit like that. Like I used to be that person, bro, but I think like the biggest realization for me was like being able to look back at my old self and look at where I'm at right now. And I was like, damn, bro, for the longest I used to make excuses for not working out. I used to make excuses for like why I'm the weight I am. Like being a grown ass man and being 125 pounds for like 22 years of your life is some crazy ass shit.
Yeah.
So for me to have stopped smoking and in less than a month, I was able to go up to like 140, and 2 months in I was at 160. I said, damn, like a lot of the shit that I was pushing off and a lot of the stuff that I was making excuses for was really my biggest issue.
Yeah, and I learned the same shit too when I gained weight. I thought I could never go from 135 to 145, and then when I did the shit, I was like, that was actually easy as fuck. It took me all of like a month at
And it's not even to say it
max.
was easier. It was easier than you thought.
No, it was easy. Anything's easy with your mind to. I don't think nothing in life is hard. I don't think
Yeah.
getting rich is hard. I don't think being broke is hard. I don't think nothing is hard, but you got to pick your heart.
Yeah, most
Because either
definitely.
way it go, you're going to have problems. I don't think just because you got a problem in life, you're going through obstacles that make shit hard.
Shit,
It's
my,
not
my
hard.
my biggest saying is like shit, it's two types of hard, and like either your ass gonna cry in you know what I'm saying, you're gonna cry in a martyr bus, you gonna cry in a Rolls Royce. I feel like everybody wanna cry in a Rolls Royce, but realistically don't want what comes with it.
You don't want to come with it. Because guess what? That martyr bus, you don't got to fix the maintenance on it. It's a different type of problem when you go on Rolls Royce and they tell us $30,000 to
Then I
fix
had a
it.
dumbass nigga in my comment section, twin. He was saying some shit about I had made a post that's going viral right now. I was like, bro, like life is a scam game. Like insurance is a scam. Y'all niggas, some of y'all pay $100 up to $1,000 for insurance, and that nigga was like, who the fuck is paying $1,000 for insurance? I'm like, nigga, you
You don't
must,
have a car.
yeah, or you ain't never had no car that's really worth some shit because
Yeah.
like, gang, a Bugatti insurance, how much bro said he paid? He said
24,000 a month.
a month, exactly. So I'm like, nigga, like it's levels to this shit, and I think a lot of people don't understand, gang. The bigger you want, as far as your dreams go, is the bigger sacrifice you have to make financially,
Yeah.
mentally. It's a lot of
And you
different
got
shit
to
that come with that
understand the
shit.
higher you go, the harder you fall. I think a lot of people don't understand that too, because you got to think. I never got to the point like the house I'm in right now was like $800,000, but it's like okay, I could easily go get a $3-4 million home, but I'm like okay, the higher I go, the harder I crash. I'm 25. I don't know what the fuck is gonna happen next week. I don't know what's gonna happen tomorrow. I don't know what the fuck is gonna go on. So I don't want to overindulge in shit because you got to think it's bedrooms in this house that I don't walk in. I ain't been in months. For no
Facts.
reason. So what am I gonna go step off and get a house with 8-9 bedrooms for and a pool? I don't fucking get in no pools. So certain things is not for me. So if I went and got crashed out and got a crazy crib, that's an ego play. That was
Yeah.
for everybody else. And who the fuck am I inviting to my house anyway? I'm not posting it, so it serves me no purpose.
And realistically, you got to kind of pace yourself because, like I
Yep.
said, bro, like I think it'd be so funny, like living in the building I live in, just like or living on like a penthouse floor. Like I see niggas every day with an eviction notice on their fucking door, and I'm like, damn, bro, you probably a nigga that made 100K. You seen your first 6 figures in your life. You said, let me go buy an apartment that cost me fucking 5K a
Yep.
month, 4K a month, even 3,500 a month. And I'm like, bro, you live beyond your means because you trying to do shit for the instant gratification. and next thing you know, you burn and fizzle yourself out.
Yeah, I'm gonna be very transparent. When you make your first lump sum of money at one time, the first time you are going to fuck it off.
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep that transparent. I don't care who you are. You gonna blow that shit. And I'm talking, when I say blow that shit, it's not gonna take you a month. It's not gonna take you a month, because you gotta think, when it come down to 100,000, first time I touched 100,000, I thought it was a lot of money. After the first time I touched it, I realized that it wasn't shit. I was like, damn, I'm looking at 100K. I'm like, what cars can I get for right at 100K out the door? Now I got to look at cars that's 80K. And I'm like, I don't really want none of this shit.
Facts. And I feel like I said, bro, it's like the generation when folks living for other people. A lot of people are unhappy with their lives because you're not necessarily doing what you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Like even when it comes to like doing shit for other people, like press a motherfucker to go buy his kids Gucci shoes. That little nigga want Spider-Man shoes with light at the bottom of the
Nah,
boot.
facts.
Like you really just allocate your money the wrong way because you're looking to have validation from other people. And I don't think a lot of people understand like people with real wealth and shit. Like people like us, we gonna pop it. But
sure.
like the average white man with like fucking $10 million, that nigga walk around in Crocs, blue jeans, and a goddamn.
But I'm gonna tell you the
button-up
truth.
t-shirt.
But I'm gonna tell you the truth though. If we both walk in the room with the same outfit on, they gonna know who got money and they gonna assume who don't. So in certain cases, as a black man, we do got to take an extra step. We got to go.
That's
a
what
little
I'm saying.
further
Like
than
I said, like people like us, we kind of have to. But I'm like, bro. Then again, it's like people do it too early on.
Yeah, I ain't gonna say they do it too early on. They doing it for the wrong reasons. Like me, if I do it, it's not for validation to nobody at all. It's because I simply wanted it. It didn't cost me shit. If I went and bought some, trust and believe I didn't think a second about it. Cars, everything. I buy them. I treat them however the fuck I want. And then I see a lot of people, they buy cars, and when I see they baby them, and they're like, "Oh no, a scratcher. Oh no, you can't
shouldn't have
drive.
got
My
that
girl
bitch,
can't
bro."
drive it. No one drive it. You really you scared. You can't afford
That's what I'm
something going
saying.
wrong with
And
that
it's like, and
motherfucker.
it's like you only live once, bro. You come into this world with nothing and leave
Yep.
with nothing. So it's like the fact that everything is gonna be left here, you shouldn't feel no type of way about what you do with your belongings. You feel me?
I say all the time, you only live one time, but if you do it right, once is enough. I think a lot of people don't understand that. They get to a point and they feel like this life shit just gonna go on, or they got all the time in the world. I said this on the video yesterday. Who the fuck promised you next week? You putting everything you got going off. You're like, yeah, I'll do it next week. Next week come. We know the story because you done did it before. You said last week you was gonna do something. Next week came, you didn't do it. You had a new excuse, or perhaps you had the same excuse once again that you indulging in. And guess what's gonna happen? You're gonna look up in 5 years and see everybody pass your ass because they actually did what the fuck they said they was gonna do. They got 1% better every single day. I don't care if that's me sitting there thinking. And one thing I realized too as an entrepreneur, I don't have to do stuff every day.
Nah, bro. You like it's learning that like life comes like treat yourself when you deserve it. I feel like it's a lot of people out this bitch and this shit irritate me. It's a motherfucker goddamn going to go spend $5,000 for their birthday and it's their last 5K.
Yep.
It's a motherfucker going to the club to go spend a band and it's their last band. Like I don't understand what the fuck you celebrating. You get what I'm saying? Like me, even as a person that has seen seven figures, like I done had birthdays where I be like, I ain't did enough. You feel me? Like I could chill. You feel me? So like I don't understand how a nigga is on his last dime and on his last leg and stressing himself out about celebration. Again, what the fuck are you celebrating?
Yeah, a lot of people are celebrating failure. They just trying to feel like the dopamine rush of feeling like they're doing something with their lives, but in reality, you know, you're not doing shit at all. And me, I'm at a point where I'm battling this contentment thing, not in the sense of materialism, but just where I'm at in life. And then when I zoom out, sometimes you got to zoom out in your life. And I'm looking at 25, the shit I've done. I'm like, man, I've done more than 99.8% of people my age. Chill out. It's cool. You good. That's something I'm starting to learn too. But at the same time, it's a happy balance. I don't think we ever can really figure life out. I think no matter where you go, there's no such thing as a perfect life. Everybody got battles that they're not speaking. Everybody got secrets they're not telling. That's just what it is. You got to understand and just enjoy life for what it is, because this shit gonna end one day. I think leave all this shit on the table. Like they say when I play football, leave this shit on the field. Same with life. Leave it all on the field. If you feel like doing something, do the shit. If you don't feel like doing it, don't do it. I'm not doing nothing that I don't feel like doing. That's just me.
And I could say, like I said, bro, like I've lived about 10 different lives, but I feel like every life I live up until this point was for somebody else.
What was your favorite life?
Shit, the life I live right now. Cause like I could say like shit, I live the life of being in the streets, you know what I'm saying? I used to be like a wannabe scholar and shit like that. And it wasn't to say I wasn't smart. I had like straight A's, I had A and B honor roll and shit, but I didn't give a fuck about college. Like I did that shit for like my grandparents. I did the entry exam, passed it, never took a day inside of fucking college. You get what I'm saying? And I came to the realization like, damn, if I'm living to please everybody else, I'm gonna die very fucking unhappy. Cause when I go in a casket, I can't get buried with none of these folks. You get what I'm saying?
Thanks.
And realistically, they gonna show up at my funeral because they love me. So it's like, why am I living to satisfy people that are trying to live through me? You feel me? Like I gotta live for me. And when I came to that realization, I think that's when I decided like I'm not going back to a job. I'm not finna do things that make me unhappy. I'm not finna be out this bitch buying shit that I don't really care about. That's when I really like locked in with social media and just got to like doing the talking thing, because it
Yeah.
was one of those things where I was like, shit, I feel like it's a gift that I never really tapped into. And I feel like at the time, again, bro, I tried a lot of different shit, but it wasn't for me.
Yeah. And nothing ever gonna work that's not for you. And I learned that too. That's why I never press too much shit. If I'm on the internet trying some shit and it don't work, I just know it wasn't for me. A lot of people got to understand you trying to be somebody else. You saw somebody else do something and they went viral, so you decided to copy that thinking it's going to work for you. You might have hopped on the trend, but guess what? There's always a trendsetter, and it's always going to lead back to who started it. It's like, yeah, I saw this, but I saw this somewhere else. You got to be
And see,
yourself.
that's why I be laughing at niggas too, bro. Like niggas that be looking at what other people doing on social media and trying to structure their life around that shit. Like, oh, whatever's trending is what niggas want to be. That's why everybody be saying shit's oversaturated. But the oversaturation don't last long because a lot of niggas give up. Like, how many niggas want to be streamers? How many niggas made it? How many niggas want to be in the NBA? How many niggas made it? How many people want to be rappers? How many people made it? And when I start looking at shit like that, I'm like, bro, a lot of y'all just doing shit because y'all think it's the ticket to get rich, but y'all not really chasing y'all dreams, which is why the shit don't work out. You get what I'm saying? Like, some of y'all niggas gonna be plumbers, some niggas gonna be fucking piano players. Everybody has a God-given talent, but I think a lot of people are trying to do what they think is gonna work, and it don't work.
Yeah, I think people chasing something that they going to get and realize they shouldn't have did. And that can even be getting rich. You can chase this shit, get it, and be like, damn, my life was better before I had money. Because at some instances, I feel the same way. I'm like, damn, it was way simpler then. Now life is not simple. Every problem in my life is going to cost me $20,000 minimum. But it was at one point when my problems was, shit, damn, what the fuck we going to eat today? Little dumb shit like that. That was the problems. It was cool, and I could actually focus on real life and actually find contentment in getting on my four-wheeler and riding the shit. Driving my car and just chilling. Now it's like, it
Are
ain't
you really ever
fulfilling.
supposed to be content though?
Yeah, you are. Because if you if you live a life and chase being content, you're never content. You're never gonna be happy.
I feel like
There's
I'm
a difference
somewhat like,
between chasing a purpose and chasing contentment.
see, I feel like I'm somewhat content with like my purpose and with like my spirituality, but just like on like the side of just like living life, I'm always like kind of setting a new goal for myself. So like I'm comfortable with who I am, but like I'm not comfortable with where I'm at, if that makes sense.
Yeah, no, that's fine not being comfortable with it, but it's like, okay, at some point you got to be like, all right, I got a gray house. My house is fine. If I get a different house, it's just because I saw somebody on the internet with it, and I want to feel like I'm still in the same race as them. I don't want them to feel like they're doing more than me. I quite frankly don't give a fuck what you doing, because I know a lot of niggas with $4 or $5 million houses that's in foreclosure right now, and it's like, okay, I can go play that game. Then I play that game. Now you assed out, and I'm still chilling where I'm at, and you like, damn.
That's where the comparison-based lifestyle killing a lot of people though right now, because like I said, bro, like it's some 16-year-old that's looking at like a 16-year-old millionaire, not understanding that that's like 1% of the fucking world. Like,
It's not 1%.
it's less than that. But it's even crazier too, because I was doing like my research the other day, twin. Like not even like, I think it's like not even like 90% of Americans have $10,000 in their bank account. And niggas out there be talking about something, I'm not doing enough. Boy, if your ass got 5K, 10K, you're doing a lot right now. We're in a fucking recession.
But you got to think, a lot of people, like even me, when I hear numbers like that, I'm like, damn, seriously? But I'm out of touch with reality. And at some point, you got to understand you're out of touch with reality. Sometimes I tap back into it, and I'll be like, damn, that's what's really going on. Yeah. And you got to understand your blessings. That's where my contentment comes from.
I just made a post today, and I was like, damn, bro, over 170,000 people just got laid off from their jobs, bro. But the average nigga is like, you know,
and you know they about to cut EBT off on November 1st.
That's what I'm saying, twin. Bro, my grandma can't even get like her heart medicine without having to pay for it full cash right now. So it's like a lot of people don't understand. There's way more people struggling in the world than people are thriving.
Yeah, and that's why when you thriving, I feel like you gotta stand on that shit, because it's not here forever. I say a lot of times too, whatever working for you right now might not work next month. You know how many times I pivoted being an entrepreneur?
You have to.
I pivoted 100 times.
The pivot is the most important part. That's where a lot of people drop off at. It's the nigga that got stuck as a YouTuber and couldn't transition into the streaming world. It's the nigga that didn't understand that music wouldn't be the same for 10 years plus, and now he's stuck in the past. Like, it's not too many people that could create long-lasting journeys with what they doing without having to have some type of pivot. So I feel like, again, like if you're going through something in life right now and you're feeling like you're stuck, it's time for your pivot.
Yeah, and you got to think, and pivoting is a good thing. It's fun. I say all the time, if something not working for you right now, have you tried anything else outside of that?
Exactly.
You've never. A lot of y'all just have never tried shit else. You just stuck on this one thing, and you're like, damn, it's not working, man. I don't know how to monetize what I'm doing, X, Y, and Z. But it's like, well, have you tapped into a whole new lane? Have you tried anything else? Most of the time, you just never try shit. I've tried so many things. Even, you got to think, I invested in all this podcast shit, and I never did it. I ain't know the end. I ain't know how to, to this point right now, I don't know how people start videos. Cause I don't even put myself in a box when I watch people's podcasts. I don't watch nobody's podcast.
We ain't supposed to.
I don't watch shit. I don't even know how to start it. In the sense of when the episode starts, that's why I just go into whatever I'm saying.
But see, that's why I be on people ask about like the overconsumption of other people's lives, because it's like you start structuring what you're doing around other people and shit. And it's like, it's to the point where if you listen to other niggas' music, you're gonna start sounding like a nigga. You watch other niggas' vlogs, you're gonna start making vlogs like a nigga. Like if we was watching other people's podcasts, twin, our podcast might be like Shannon Sharp. It might be like, it's our shit, bro. Just do it how we gonna do it.
You got to think people gonna cling on to that because it's original. I did what the fuck came to our heads. You know what I'm saying? Whatever came to our heads is what the fuck we decided to do.
The first idea is what we run with.
And it's like, even at this point, we don't have topics when we start episodes.
We be on this bitch freestyling, and y'all probably never even be able to tell.
You would think it's completely structured, but if you look through this whole shit, I've asked you one question.
Yeah.
And I think people think they need it all figured out. They have to have all these X, Y, and Z's for the shit that makes sense. None of this shit makes sense. Everything we saying is a freestyle.
Everything comes to a point where you got to understand either you going to execute and jump into it blindly, or you're never going to jump into the shit at all. It's the nigga talking about he want to vlog, but bro needs a Sony FX3. Come on. Bitch, I started vlogging on an iPhone.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying? It's a nigga talking about something he want to record, but a nigga blew up off BandLab with some headphones in. So it's like, I feel like a lot of time people try to make excuses and try to overcompensate for the things that they need, when in reality, all you need is what you have right now. Work with the resources that you got, and eventually you will have more resources.
Yep.
But a lot of people don't like to stay down.
But when I see that let me know you don't want it bad enough. Because if you wanted it bad enough, you're like, damn, I can't afford this camera, but I got this iPhone, so I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna make this shit make sense. Exactly. A lot of y'all, how the fuck you gonna acquire the finances for a fucking $5,000 camera? Your job don't pay you $5,000 a month. Then you got bills. It's gonna take you all year to save for that camera. And by the time you have the money saved up for the camera, you're not gonna spend it on that.
Exactly.
You went and bought a car because you saw a nigga on Instagram. You saw one of your coworkers pulled up in a new Camaro and he popping shit. You think he that guy? Whole time you know what he making. His car no $800
the same amount as you
or less. His car no $800 a month. Y'all check $800 every 2 weeks. Yeah, and you
bro,
looking at him like he's shitting on you.
To the niggas
he ain't got
that's
no
going
money.
to Amazon driving like Hellcats and shit like that, twin, you're a fucking dickhead. Because in reality game, the same fucking 9 times out of 10 your car is not paid off. But the same amount of money that you pulling out monthly and putting in the insurance, if you started a business and the next year you could be driving the SVJ Lamb.
Yeah, it's dumb as fuck. I'm gonna be honest with you. A lot of people have jobs and they fill their whole job income up with bills, so you never can escape the shit because you're trying to look cool for people when you got a job. Y'all work the same job. How you gonna shit on a nigga? Y'all making the same amount of money.
I think my biggest portion, and this is when I realized like I was content with myself, was when I realized like I didn't have to please other people again, bro. Like it got to a point where I was like, damn, I could be buying this, I could be doing this right now, but in the long run, I won't have what I really want for myself. You get what I'm saying? And there's a lot of people, like you said, they waking up every day, going to a job, you busting your ass, you stockpiling on fucking bills, and it's to the point to where again you ain't gonna be able to escape the shit because you're living in so much fucking debt. Niggas overhead be so fucking high, bro. And it's to the point to where if you crash and burn anything, you're SOL. You're shit out of luck, bro. You're gonna flatline yourself. And I feel like a lot of people do that shit. And me like being like a person that's been around shit, just you or just other people, twin, like being around people that have touched bread, you'll start understanding game. Like, and this is what made me get really good with my finances and be able to get to the position I'm at now. Niggas that have real money live below their means. And it's not to say niggas living in a shit box, but it's like, gang, if you making $1 million, you ain't spending $500K. You're not spending $750.
Nope.
So it's like, I don't understand how motherfuckers is having a $4,000 a month job, $5,000 a month job, and you got $5K.
Look at it like this, right? People like my 3 main cars right now. My Hellcat, that car is a 2021 with 30,000 miles on it. I have a 2015 M5 with 108,000 miles on it. Then I got my 2019 GT63S with 30,000 miles on it. These cars, all 3 of these cars, they all 3 to 4, 5, 6 plus years old. People think, oh, he don't got a 2024. He don't got a 20. What the fuck is the difference? Because next year they're gonna make another one.
Shit,
it's the same shit.
Bro, I used to drive a 2017 ZL1. Niggas thought it was the newest one. It's because they ain't changed shit.
They ain't changed shit.
They ain't changed nothing about that bitch.
So guess what? By the time I buy my car, whoever had it, and the thing is, people don't realize when you buy a brand new fucking car, I got a brand new car price. Yeah. But one thing, let me teach you some game. When you buy a brand new car, when you sign the paperwork and drive off the lot, I don't give a fuck if you put 3 miles on it. This the reason why, though. People don't understand. If you sell that car in a week, you bring it back, say, I don't want it no more. They can't sell that car as a new car. It's now pre-owned.
Yeah.
It's no longer brand new. It doesn't matter if it
You
has
might
100
as well
miles
buy
on
it
it.
pre-owned anyway.
Exactly. Buy the shit pre-owned with some years on it.
Nah, that shit used to irritate me though, cause like I said, bro, niggas be talking about you ain't got it 2024, you ain't got it 2025. Bitch, this shit got the same spec. Them niggas ain't added nothing in that bitch but a piece of lint, and
That
your ass is
facts.
paying an extra $40,000 for it. Man, get the fuck out my face,
You dumb
gang.
as
As
hell.
long as my shit drive like the other one, who cares?
And see, the thing is with me, I learned something because last car note I had was my Rolls Royce. On that car note,
hated that bitch.
I hated that car. That car was $3,000 a month. Now, when I first got it, the first 2-3 times I paid it, I'm like,
It's always like
it's
that,
cool.
and that's the dopamine.
That's the dopamine. But by the time that shit wore off, and I'm like, I hate this car. I still have a $3,000 a month note, and then it made me hate it more and more because
you
I'm
don't
still
wanna pay
paying
for
for
it.
it.
Yeah.
But by the time, like all my cars, they all paid for, so I enjoy every one of them bitches. I love them because I'm like, nigga, these my shits.
I can do what I want to do. I can beat this bitch into the ground.
Come on, or if shit ever hit the fan, God forbid, I got 3 cars. Who not finna come up off them bitches? Them bitches will be up for sale tomorrow. And guess what? I'm gonna take the money and put it in what I know, and I'm gonna grow my money back. And then guess what? By that time, I just go buy all that shit again because it's just materials. Materialistic shit is not serious. It come and go. Who give a fuck? Them cars can get wrapped around a tree tomorrow. Insurance gonna pay me out, and I'm gonna get another one anyway. So I think a lot of people be afraid to step off their high throne. Off their high seat, whatever the fuck they think they high horse. A lot of y'all afraid to step off of that when shit hit the fan. I'm not afraid. If shit hit the fan for me, guess what? I don't give a fuck, nigga. I'll be damn, nigga. All this shit, yeah, I sold all that. That shit gone. But guess what? I'm sitting on 300 now, though. I'm sitting on 300 now.
And I feel like that's where I like learned a lot too. Like when I bought my Blackwing, like people love that car so much, but I think the thing that irritated me about the Blackwing the most was like you said, it's not as enjoyable when you're having to come so much out of pocket for it. My fully paid off vet, it's fully paid off. I can do whatever the fuck I want to do with that bitch. I can go stomp on that bitch and dance on that bitch if I want to. You get what I'm saying? And it's like the Blackwing was cool, you feel me? And I don't have no problem with it, but like it had got to a point to where, damn, bro, I'm spending $4,000 a month on this bitch, and that shit'll irritate you. You know what I'm saying? Like I have no regrets with anything I do in life, but I can say like a lot of people be putting themselves in financial. You damn near be handicapping yourself just for like some small satisfaction in the moment, because a lot of people don't understand, bro. Like that should be cool for the first week, and then by the time you get to like the third payment on that bitch, you be over that bitch.
I'm be honest, I can go buy whatever the fuck car I want right now, gang. Hey, I can buy anything under the sun. Feel good. And the thing is though, when you get to a point you can buy anything, you don't want nothing.
Yeah.
I'm like, what's the point of me buying this shit? I know I can afford this motherfucker 4-5 times. That's easy. But for what? Who am I buying this car for? Because I'm gonna be honest, after owning the Rolls Royce, I don't want no Lamborghini. I don't want no Ferrari. I don't want none of that goofy ass shit. I kind of still want a Bugatti. But outside of that, I don't want no high-end car. Because it's like shit already been there and I didn't like it. You got to think, I go buy a Lamb, shit, I can't even make it that fat. I'm going to go spend $260 on a Lamb and get my ass smoked by a Hellcat. Like, what the fuck are we talking about?
It's so crazy, too, because like I said, bro, I'm to the point where now, like, it's not to say, like, nigga, I still got both my red keys. I still be letting a lot of e-cars collect dust, but, like, it'd be irritating when you got the bills coming up and you letting the car collect dust. I let that vet sit for 3 months. Motherfuckers wrote and drew on that bitch.
Nah, facts.
I didn't give a damn.
See,
because I knew, like, it's gonna be there. You feel me? Shit like that. But like I said, bro, every car from that point forward, y'all, like I said, Blackwing probably be the last car I ever financed. If I can't pinch slipping, I don't even want that bitch.
I ain't gonna lie, I blew my Hellcat up last December. I blew that shit up.
You ain't had that bitch
up
since.
a year ago. That bitch been sitting for a year. It's damn near done or whatever the fuck pointed this at now. But guess what? If I had a car note in that car, think about it. Let's say I was racing and the car was already modified. So boom, I blow the engine. Insurance wasn't gonna cover the shit.
Yeah.
Now it's gonna sit. I have a car note that still has to be paid, and the engine was $37,000.
Yeah.
So now you in the shithole. Like, what the fuck am I gonna do? Nothing at all. You're assed out. So that's why I always preach. I know niggas be talking this credit game. That credit shit sound cool, bro. But United States is the only place where you got credit. Any other country, if you don't have the money, you're not getting it.
And I don't think niggas understand like using credit to buy liabilities is financially illiterate, gang. So like the average nigga is like, yeah, bro, you go get credit and go buy 7 cars. No, nigga,
bro, you can go get a Hellcat, bro. You can go put 30 down. They're gonna approve anybody.
Who cares, bro? Go get your credit and go start a fucking business. Go buy you some assets that could bring you some recurring funds. Because the one thing that I learned is, bro, it's a difference between having liabilities over assets. And a lot of y'all niggas is stockpiling liabilities and you don't got shit to bring you bread. If you was out this bitch financing a Hellcat, but you don't make car content, You a dickhead.
That's stupid.
You get what I'm saying? So if you a nigga that's not out this bitch trying to fund your life as far as like, you get what I'm saying, your dreams, bro, if you not using that shit to go buy, I buy gold bars before I go buy a car.
Fuck you talking
With
about,
credit,
mama.
I go buy gold. You get what I'm saying? But like a lot of people don't understand that shit, and I feel like a lot of people don't understand, gang. Okay, cool. You just put $10,000 down and use your credit to go buy this Hellcat, but now you got $70,000 that's unpaid. Twin. A lot of niggas stockpile on debt and have no liquid funds.
Yep.
So it's a nigga out this bitch right now. It's two types of niggas in this life. You got a nigga with $500,000 worth of cars, but he don't got $500,000 in his bank account. One shitty day, all the cars are gone. And then you got a nigga who got one car,
Yep.
probably $1 million plus, and the nigga got his credit limit is what? God knows. You get what I'm saying?
Unlimited.
And he could buy whatever the fuck he want. But like I said, bro, a lot of y'all want to be the nigga with 5 cars and no type of liquid, bro. And that shit dumb as hell to me,
That's
bro.
what we always talk about, instant gratification.
Yeah, bro. And social media be setting niggas up too. Like a lot of niggas consume other niggas' lifestyle and don't understand what's going on behind the niggas' lifestyle.
But you know what's crazy? I think a lot of niggas do the shit for females. Like they see if a nigga pop out with a new car on the gram, a nigga think he didn't go buy one. Oh, the hoes gonna be on his body because he bought a new car. Let me go buy a new car so the hoes be on my body. Nigga, listen. I'm gonna be honest. You buy one thing about buying cars, it's only gonna attract men. Yeah. Men the only one to give a fuck about cars.
A female don't know what a GT versus a scat versus a hip. They don't. If that bitch is loud, you could go get your V6 and cut the pipes on that.
She
bitch.
gonna think that motherfucker popping.
She might think you got some crazy shit.
Cause whole time, nigga, you think you got some shit.
And then it's not even just that, bro. It's like, bro, motherfucker, a fucking nigga in a Toyota. So it's like all
facts.
of these niggas that be out this bitch wasting their bread, bro. You doing what? You petting your ego and all of this shit for
fucking nothing.
Yeah, bro.
And then you go fuck off money on it, taking all these goofy ass dates. It look like you got money, but guess what? You introducing them to a vibe that you can't maintain.
I don't like shit like
that.
I
think
bro.
That's so stupid. And if you even, I ain't gonna lie, a female even, if she even try me on some goofy shit like, I want to go to Nobu, I want to go here. You insinuating where you want to go? Nah, you cut off. I can't do it. But a lot of niggas gonna be like, I'm gonna take her there because I ain't gonna let her think I'm broke. Nigga, please. Bitch, stop it. You paying for it. You want to tell me where you gonna go? You paying for it.
I don't give a fuck.
I don't give no,
I think it's funny too because like a motherfucker get around you and set a high ass standard. Bitch, when you by yourself, you eat McDonald's.
You eat McDonald's. Now you come around me, you want to spend $300-$400 and then you want to order 4-5 drinks.
I'm cool.
You getting the biggest steak on the motherfucking menu. Nah, you crazy as hell. You not finna play me like no goofy. I think a lot of niggas be cool with getting played like goofy. That's why the game fucked up.
Oh, nah, most definitely. I mean, shit, bro, especially because niggas be glorifying the trick and shit. I don't really understand that shit neither because, like, it's not to say I won't spend money if I want to, but it's to the point to where y'all niggas out this bitch leading with your pocket. Yep. And if you lead with your pocket, you got to end with that bitch. So it's a lot of niggas out this bitch. You gonna have the Chanel bag of bitch to death, gang, because that's what you already started with. That bitch don't even like you for real. You feel me? And now she gonna go into the next nigga thinking that's the standard. And I kind of be irritated by this shit because all females lead with his pussy.
Yep.
So...
That's his body and pussy. You got to think. You look on Instagram. That's what it is. We seeing ass shaking and coochie prints everywhere. It's okay. I see what you leading with, and niggas leading with the money whole time. I be like, bro, I'm not doing no goofy ass shit for none of these hoes. Like, bro, I'm not going all that tricking shit, bro. If you gotta like me for me, and then you gotta think. Niggas don't understand when you lead with your wallet. She only like your wallet. She love your wallet, but the thing is about a wallet, everybody got one.
Definitely.
So all you gotta do is find another one.
Yeah, that's why I said, bro. Like, it's to the point now where like niggas be thinking they had a bitch secured. My partner Will could tell you, when we was at Crescent City Kitchen today, we sitting in that bitch. It's a nigga sitting down eating with his female. The whole time his female staring at me.
Yep.
But it's cause like they looking for the littest nigga. They looking for the next nigga with the biggest bag. So if you lean with your pockets when you've instantly fucked up, cause she don't even have loyalty to you. She got loyalty to your money. So if a nigga could outperform you when it comes to your bread, your bitch is took.
I'm gonna be honest with you, gang. If you with your girl and she's staring at another nigga, like, and I pay attention to shit like that. Like, I don't give a fuck. I look at whatever my girl looking at. I just want to know. Nigga, you always gotta pay attention. I think a lot of niggas be going out sad because you're not paying attention.
As a female, when you walk in the room, you shouldn't even know what nigga partners look like. Facts. As a partner, when you leave a room, you shouldn't even know what your partner's bitch look like. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Oh, nah, facts.
The only time I looked at your girl since we've been here is when she said, I need to get into the refrigerator.
Come on now. And vice versa. I don't know what the fuck nobody you be around look like.
I don't remember.
I don't give a fuck, nigga. That's not my business.
That's like the funny part about this shit though, because like a lot of times, bro, like people don't have no type of loyalty. People don't have no principles, no morals.
You know what's
nothing.
crazy to me? Like when I be around my partners and they girls or anything, they wives, girl, anything like, I feel uncomfortable.
It don't feel right. I be feeling like, awkward as hell, gang.
I don't even want to say hey. Like,
I don't even know how to move.
Yeah, it's like, what's up? I guess I don't know the fuck, nigga. I don't care, bitch. I'm not with you, nigga. What's up, bro? You good? Nigga, cool. Thanks. You know what I'm saying? But I think a lot of niggas, they come around on that goofy ass shit. And now there's been times we have hoes we toss. Now we know the difference. We don't
It's
know
a
the
bit
difference
different.
between
It's damn
what
near
we
like the
tossing and
saying
what we
that
with.
BMF said. He said like that's mine, that's mine. But
Yeah.
like if it's free grabs, it's our hoe.
For
But it's one of
sure.
them situations where, like I said, bro, I feel like a lot of niggas don't understand the thin line in between that shit, bro. And like shit, females also don't understand the shit. You feel me?
Nah, they don't. And I think a lot of females just got to understand. They got to understand men more. I think females think that niggas move like women, and we don't think like women. You got to think. Like I said, we can hit a female and forget we did it.
Man, female be masculine as hell, bro. The average female nowadays, and this would be so funny when I be seeing all the shit popping off in our comment section. Y'all hoes be pirates. Y'all
Facts.
hoes don't do nothing but crab broil, drink hard liquor, and smoke hookah.
Facts.
Bitch, what's the difference between you and Blackbeard? And hoe want me to give her respect, or bitch want me to put her on a high pedestal. She want me to look at her like she's some motherfucking golden ticket. Man, most of y'all females is in the comment section ain't got no baby daddy in your life taking care of 4
Facts.
kids, but trying to tell me I don't know nothing about a woman or how to treat a woman. Obviously, you picked the wrong males, but you trying to tell me about a male with structure, or you trying to tell me about how a male should be moving. What the
I'm gonna be
fuck?
honest with you. I know you ain't got no man, because if you had a man and you was married as long as shit, you wouldn't even have time to be in my comments saying nothing
Come
at
on.
all. I'm like,
and
nah.
then it be so funny because like they be trying to validate and justify so much
Oh my
shit,
God.
bro.
But it's like, come on, you just bullshitting. Don't
Gang,
justify it.
Like, and then it's like, okay, cool. So y'all pick and choose when y'all want certain shit. So a motherfucker will say, I want a nigga to know how to talk to a woman, but then y'all will say some shit about I don't want a nigga that's too soft or whatever the
Yeah.
case may be. So like then they'll be like, okay, I want a nigga that's a nurturer and gonna take care of me, this, that, and the third. I want a provider. But then when a nigga say, okay, cool, now if I'm providing for you with nothing in return, I could go provide for anybody, bitch. So
Yeah.
why? So let me cheat. Let me do what the fuck I want to do. And then the bitch will be like, what do you mean? How the fuck are y'all in the comment section arguing about a nigga not, you get what I'm saying, not being a full provider, but I can go get what you give me from anywhere. So a motherfucker that's saying she can't even do bare minimum of reciprocation. I should be able to fuck you, fuck your mama. I should be able to fuck any female in your family this of age. Because with that being said, bitch, what is the difference between you and any other bitch if you can't bring shit to the table?
That's a fact.
So shit really be irritating me because I be reading the comment section. I be like, bro, it's a bitch that ain't got 2 fucking nickels to rub together trying to tell me how the fuck I should treat a woman, and you have nothing to show me.
You ain't got shit. You gotta have your shit in order with me.
And then it's so crazy to
Let me
say,
ask you
like,
this.
what?
What does it take for a woman? Let's say you fucking with her, right? You paying bills and stuff. Like, what will it take for you to be like, all right, I'm good. I ain't gonna cheat. I'm locked in.
I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. Like, when I say reciprocation, I don't mean 50-50, bitch.
Nah.
I don't mean meeting me in the middle with finances, but I mean, bitch, if I'm taking care of the bills, I'm providing for you on a day-to-day basis, clean. You get what I'm saying? I should come home to a meal, gang. You
For
feel
sure.
me? It should be when I want to lay down and I'm having a hard day, bitch, rub a nigga. You get what I'm saying?
Thanks.
It should be like, okay, cool. Every once in a while, if I've been paying the bills for a year, bitch, I don't want the shit, but it would be nice if a motherfucker be like, hey, you feel me? Let me do this one time.
Come
It
on.
would be nice if after I done bought your ass DoorDash every fucking day and made sure a meal come to your door while I'm coming home from work, like a motherfucker like, hey, let's go do this. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It would be nice if I buy you gifts every fucking other day. I could come home one day and a bitch got me at least a bracelet sitting on the fucking
What you
counter.
talking about?
So like y'all hoes don't make no fucking sense to me because again, bro, y'all try to say y'all want a nigga to prioritize you and you want a nigga to be your fucking financial, you get what I'm saying? Whatever the
Yeah.
fuck, you want me to be your financial stability, but you can't give me no
You have
type
nothing
of
to
peace.
offer. Yeah.
Man, get the fuck out of here, bro. Y'all hoes go kick rocks. And the average hoe, bro, y'all have a stupid ass mindset. Shout out to the woman that's in the comment section saying y'all would hate me because I love
I'm
buying
shaking,
my man
yeah,
shit. I love
facts.
treating my man or something. Because all of y'all other hoes are dumb. I think that's why y'all don't understand. That's why you getting cheated on. You getting fucked off on. Niggas looking everywhere but in your direction. Because what the fuck can you do that another bitch can't?
Facts. And thinking you fine as hell, you got some pussy to offer, nigga. Listen, we'll
That's
take
just a
the
dime
pussy.
a dozen.
That shit a dime a
And
dozen.
then it's not even just that, bro. If that's the case, gang, I don't need a relationship with you. I could buy pussy nowadays.
Facts.
So it's like in a
Facts.
world where I could go around the corner and I could tell a bitch, hey, here's $40. Come give me some sucky and some fucky. Why the fuck would I care about my bitch at home that's doing that?
Facts. There's no point. She doing
You the same as the hooker.
You the same as the hooker. I'm paying for the shit, but you more expensive.
So that shit don't make no damn sense to me, bro. Like I said, bro, we don't need to live in a generation where shit is equal value of 50-50 with finances, but bitch, it needs to be reciprocation of energy.
Yeah.
If I'm putting my all into this shit, why the fuck am I getting bare minimum? And then motherfuckers be talking about something. Niggas supposed to be a provider. You never seen a king tell his queen to do anything, but I promise you to God, that queen gonna have 5 kids. She gonna suck his dick, spit, fuck, and she gonna make sure that nigga eat on a day-to-day basis. And if a peasant talk to him crazy, she's right there to
She's
justify.
stepping on shit,
So
yeah.
like, y'all ain't the same. You can't compare yourself to a queen. What the fuck about you as a queen?
That's 100%. God damn, you ain't said shit wrong. I don't know. It's the difference. You know, it's crazy. I think 2025, the internet and all that fucking. Everybody think they so disposable. Motherfuckers think they can just get back on Instagram and find
Damn,
another.
motherfuckers is
You're not,
consuming
gang.
too much of other people's lives. Y'all is setting y'all fucking relationship status based off what you seen on the internet. You have $5 in your bank account. Your man has $1,000 in his bank account, and you're looking at a nigga with millions of dollars and a bitch that got down. You feel me? Probably has at least 6 figures.
Yeah.
And you talking about something? I want to be like Moneybag Yo and Ari, bitch. What the fuck are you talking about?
You ain't got nothing. You
like,
got $5.
like,
and you want to be like them. Just be like y'all.
Man,
Figure your relationship out, man.
Y'all folks damn near living in a cardboard box trying to compare the status of your relationship to a whole nother motherfucker. And I don't think people understand, gang. Like, you have your own life. Why the fuck is you looking at other people's lives trying to set your standard?
Yep, because you forever not be shit.
That's where you're fucking up at. That's where you're always gonna fuck up at. And that's why you're probably fucking poor. That's why your nigga's probably like using his last 50 to go inside the club and go throw that bitch at a stripper and get his dick rubbed inside the back room. Cause bitches like you is sitting at the house with 2 nickels to rub together. Talking about some nigga need to be buying me Birkin bag.
And nagging like a motherfucker. Text a nigga phone all day on some bullshit. What's this girl about? Who's this? Bitch, shut up.
Bitch, it's your replacement.
You're taken care of. It's your replacement. What are you talking about? You good.
Replacement.
So it's like at this point, you gotta be like, man, you gotta be doing something to make a nigga like, I want to be with you. I want to fuck with you. And I ain't gonna lie, that pussy ain't enough. That pussy just ain't enough no more. Especially when niggas done had a whole bunch of it. I ain't gonna lie, I might love you, but at the same time, that shit don't be nothing. At the end of the day, a lot of y'all hoes just have nothing to offer. You have nothing to offer. And there are women out there that may have shit to offer.
But like,
they do. But then it's like,
it's a needle in a fucking haystack, bro.
And now, how you feel about a nigga? A lot of women want a man that's already pre-built. He got to have money already, X, Y, and Z. How do you feel about building a woman? Would you build a woman?
No.
Why not?
I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, I could build with a woman, but I'm not building shit for a woman. So like, it's like, okay, cool. You want me to come pre-packaged? I'm driving a Urus while you staying at your mama house. I'm out this bitch living in my penthouse and you driving your Toyota, and you want me to come and change your fucking life? You don't have. I'm gonna change your life for what? Right. And then it's to the point to where if I do change your life, you're not gonna really value this shit how you should, because you didn't go through the grind and the struggle that I went through. So now you're gonna expect everything from me. That's why a lot of women nowadays expect everything with nothing in return, because they came into the shit with nothing. So they're expecting for a nigga to be a full-on provider, a full-on trick, fund your lifestyle, fund your dreams, and do all of this different shit. I'm going to be honest with you, bitch. If you couldn't make 50K by yourself, why would I give it to you?
It's not gonna make sense. You're not even gonna operate the 50K right if I give it to you. You don't know what the fuck to do. You're going to blow my money, then guess what? When I'm done fucking with you, you're going to say I never did shit for you.
I need me a bitch like Gucci, man. I need a Keisha.
Whatever her name is.
You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to go to jail and come back out after giving you $1 million to 8.
It's up.
The average bitch, you give them $1 million and you come back from jail, you're going to come back to shit.
She going to be gone and she going to be nicely fucked.
When you might be in a fucking hut.
Nah, listen. And she going to have a whole new nigga, maybe 6.
Crazy.
The whole city done ran up on your hoe. I ain't going to lie. Hey, y'all. This shit... They don't get me started, man. We get
nigga go home for hours, bro.
Oh my God. Listen, like I tell you all the time, man, we'll see y'all at the top because the bottom too crowded.